Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So a few months ago, I made a video about my capsule jewelry pieces, or the pieces that I think that every classic woman should have in their jewelry collection. And in that video, I got some requests to film my entire jewelry collection. So I decided to do that for you guys today, and I'm going to be filming my fine jewelry collection. So I have a bit of other costume kind of jewelry, but this is only jewelry that contains at least a little bit of precious or semi-precious metals or gemstones in them. If you are new here and like this video, then please be sure to subscribe down below and give it a thumbs up. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the jewelry that I'm wearing right now, and the very first piece is this necklace. This is a gold necklace with a little tiny medallion on it. This is a little Cancer crab. This is my birth month, my zodiac sign, and overall it's a really delicate necklace. I love wearing this usually when I'm wearing gold jewelry in general. I think it adds a really nice accent, and the yellow gold really complements my skin tone, I think. This one, unfortunately, I do not know where it's from, but I will put in the links down below some other alternatives. I know that Mejuri, for example, does a lot of zodiac related jewelry as well, so you can definitely find something similar to this at other places. So the next piece that I'm gonna share with you guys is my watch, and this, I don't know how much it's actually considered fine jewelry. It is an expensive watch. It is a Cartier watch, and it does have a little bit of 18 karat yellow gold in it, but for the most part, the watch is stainless steel. It does, however, have a little tiny sapphire gemstone at the side where the little dial is, and overall, I love this watch. This is the Santos de Cartier. It's one of the first wristwatches, if not the first wristwatch ever created. It was invented for an aviator back in 1904, I believe. I'll put a link down below to the watch itself, and then you can read up a little bit more on the history of it. But I was super drawn to it because of the history, but also just the look of it. I think it is so beautiful, and it's really a pretty unique watch. You don't really see this watch everywhere, so that's something that I really love about it. You know, I do love the classic Cartier watches as well as the classic Rolex watches, but those are definitely more popular and more common than a watch like this. All right, the next piece that I'm gonna share with you guys is a gold ring that is very dainty and delicate. This one almost looks like a David Yurman ring. It has the spiral detail on it and a little bit of a plate detail at the very front. This, I honestly do not know where it came from. I think it was my grandmother's. I don't know where it was from originally, what brand it is. All that I know is that it is gold. Don't even know if it's 18 karat or 14 karat, but I tend to wear this whenever I want just like a dainty gold piece of jewelry. I feel like it matches with pretty much everything, and it's one of those pieces that I can see definitely standing the test of time. You can also get pieces very similar to this on Mejuri and other websites like that for reasonable prices. So if you're interested in that look, so then definitely check out the links down below. Okay, next up is probably my most favorite precious jewelry piece, and it is my engagement ring. This is a very simple 6-prong diamond engagement ring. It has some diamond pavés halfway around the band. The rest of the band, as you can see, is just plain metal, but I love this ring. I wanted something very classic and beautiful, and this one just really fit the bill for me. I actually purchased this off of Brilliant Earth. I loved this setting that they had. I loved how dainty the pavé band is, as well as having 6 prongs. So that was the reason why I ended up going with this one. And of course, it's my engagement ring. It has to be my favorite, and it definitely is. All right, the next item or items that I'm gonna share with you are the earrings that I'm wearing right now. And these are not super fine jewelry. They are actually from Mejuri. I have really been loving Mejuri, everything that they stand for, and the fact that you can get some really nice looking pieces for pretty affordable prices. These in particular are the editor hoops, and I just think that they are so beautiful. They're not super dainty that they disappear on the ear, but they're also not super big and chunky chunky that they weigh the ear down or look a little bit too trendy in my opinion. So I overall love, love, love them. They are actually in sterling silver with gold vermeil on top. I believe it's 18 karat gold, but I will have it linked down below. Gold vermeil is essentially gold plating, but as far as I understand, it's a little bit thicker of a gold plating than traditional gold plating. So I've had no issues with them. I've had these for a couple months now and I wear them pretty frequently. I really love the way that they look with everything, but I will say that I have not worn them in the shower or in the pool, in the beach, anything like that. I haven't exposed them to water that much. I have heard that they can tarnish over time. I will let you guys know. I'll provide an update in the future if I notice that happening, but I am being a little bit more careful with them because I do really love them and I don't want them to tarnish. Okay, next up, I'm going to be showing you the rest of my fine jewelry rings. And this one here is a David Yurman ring. I love this ring when I first got it because it kind of looks like an engagement ring and I was obsessed with it. I still love it. I think it's beautiful. I don't wear it as much now because I do have an actual engagement ring, but I wore this every day for probably 3 or 4 years until I actually got engaged. This is a sterling silver ring with a little bit of diamond pave around the center stone, and this I believe is called Bracelet. It's like a very faint green semi-precious stone. I think it's really, really beautiful. I apologize, it's probably a little bit dirty right now, but when it's clean, it sparkles so beautifully and it's just ever so slightly tinted with a color. But yes, I absolutely love this one. Next, I have a really stunning pearl, mother of pearl piece that was an heirloom from my mother. She purchased this, I believe, in Cozumel or somewhere in Mexico at one of those local vendors, and it is a precious metal. This is all solid gold and it does have mother of pearl. I just think that this is such a unique and beautiful piece. I wear this when I wear pearls or just want to be a little bit more flashy. It's definitely a really beautiful kind of cocktail ring, more so than an everyday piece, but you can also wear something like this every day. Next, I have another really, really special ring to me, and this is actually another heirloom piece. And this is actually another heirloom piece from my grandmother who gave it to my mother who gave it to me. It's kind of one of those passed down to your child pieces. And what's really cool about it is that this is actually a diamond in the rough, and the actual part of the ring that you see on top here used to be an earring. It was a set of earrings that one of them was lost, but my grandmother decided to turn it into a ring. So if you look on the side here, it's not a perfect job to create it into a ring, but I think it's honestly so cool and really fitting for the ring itself. Also with the diamond in the rough, I just think overall it's such a cool memento that I will my entire life until I give it to my daughter or my children when they turn 14, just like I was given it when I turned 14. Okay, the last precious ring that I have is this one that I have to actually put on my engagement ring finger because it's too small to fit anywhere else. This is a ring that I was given when I was pretty little. It's my birthstone, which is ruby with some diamonds on the side and just some yellow gold. And I was so obsessed with this when I was little. I could not wait to get a birthstone kind of jewelry piece when I was little. And I do still love it. I do still wear it. I usually wear it around the holidays because of the red. It matches really nicely with a couple of other red ruby pieces that I have that I will be showing to you guys. But overall, it's just such a classic, unique, beautiful piece. Again, one that I will keep in my collection forever and probably pass down to my children. Okay, next up are necklaces, and along the same vein as my ruby ring, I wanted to show you guys this necklace with ruby and diamond. It basically matches that ring really, really well, and I just think that this is so beautiful and dainty. It has a really nice thin gold strap on it, and overall this just seems so royal and beautiful to me. This is another one of those pieces that I tend to wear around the holidays just because the red is so beautiful around that time of the year, and it matches really well with that ring, along with another pair of earrings that has rubies in it that I also love wearing around the Christmas time. This necklace, unfortunately, I don't know where it's from. It was a gift from my godmother when I was pretty young, but you can find these in a lot of places. I want to say Macy's or Bloomingdale's, places like that will have a lot of styles that are kind of similar to this. Next, I have a necklace that was my mom's and she gave to me, and it is this diamond cross necklace. I used to wear this quite a bit, but it is a little bit on the fancier side because it does have the pave diamonds. It also is on a really nice thin gold chain. As you can see, it's very dainty, very delicate, beautiful for holiday events, Christmas, Easter, that kind of time of the year. And overall, it's going to be another one of those pieces that stays in my collection forever until I give it to one of my children. Okay, next up, I have another cross necklace, and this one is a little bit different than the first one. It is all solid gold. There's no diamonds or stones on it, but it has a really unique, almost Art Deco style. It almost looks like it has sun rays on the cross itself. It's a pretty substantial size cross as well. It's about an inch. And then what I love about this is that it comes on a really nice long chain. This chain, I want to say, is about 18 inches. It's also in yellow gold, and I actually use this chain for a lot of my other pendants. Like this one, for example, if I'm wearing a really chunky turtleneck sweater that's really big and thick, I'll often put this with this chain on top of it because this one will just be a little bit too tight with that turtleneck and all of that fabric. So overall, this one is another beautiful, beautiful piece, great for the holidays or also every day because it's not super flashy, but it is a stunning piece that, again, will keep in my collection forever. This used to be my mother's, and she gave it to me a few years ago because I was wearing it a little bit more frequently than she was, but this is another one of those pieces that I will keep forever. Okay, and my last precious necklace that I have to share with you guys is my Tiffany's Diamond by the Yard necklace. This is in sterling silver, so it's not a super precious metal, but it does have a diamond on the pendant, and this one I want to say is on a 16-inch chain. I wear this one frequently. It's so delicate and dainty, and it's just the best, in my opinion, everyday necklace. They also have these in gold and rose gold and platinum, so you can really tailor it to your style, your preferences, and it's just such a beautiful, classic, timeless piece. This is from the Elsa Peretti line, and this diamond in particular is in the 0.05 carat weight. Okay, so now moving on to my one and only precious bracelet, and it is the ever popular David Yurman cable band bracelet, this kind of bangle style. The one that I have here is in sterling silver with the onyx semi-precious stone, and it does have a very faint, small gold band right next to the stone. This bracelet, or David Yurman bracelets, used to be so popular, probably about 5 to 8 years ago, and I still love it. I don't wear it that much anymore ever since I got my watch because I just don't wear that much jewelry all at the same time, and I usually reach for my watch for practical purposes, but I still do love this piece. I love it especially when I'm wearing black. I think it looks stunning, and it's another one of those pieces that I will probably keep in my collection forever because this was one of my first ever really nice jewelry pieces. I got it for, I want to say, my 20th or 21st birthday from my mother, and it was just one of those pieces that I was jumping up and down, so excited to get. Okay, so lastly, I have earrings to share with you guys. The first pair that I have here are my ruby earrings, and these are just so stunning. These my fiance Carl actually got for me a few years ago for my birthday. They have little diamonds along the length of the earring and then rubies on the bottom as well as the top. They are set in 18 karat rose gold, and they are just such a delicate, dainty piece. You can kind of imagine them on. I love wearing these to holiday parties because they're just a little bit fancier than I typically get to wear on a daily basis, and they match those other ruby pieces that I have really beautifully. These ones, I don't know the exact brand of them. I do believe that Carl purchased them from Macy's, and again, this is going to be one of those things that you just kind of have to shop around for if you are interested in something of this style. Okay, so next up I have a pair of earrings that is very precious to me. It's a gift that I purchased myself when I turned 25 years old, and they are my first pair of diamond earrings. These are real diamonds, and they have a beautiful martini 3-pronged setting. They are set in, I want to say, 18 karat gold, and the size of the diamonds are, I want to say, about half a carat each. I find that that's a really nice size to look substantial on the ear, but not look too large that it can't be worn on an everyday basis or that I would be so worried about losing them. This is what they look like on. on, and even though I have quite a large earlobe, there's still a pretty substantial size in my opinion. I really wanted to get a diamond that had really great quality to it. I wanted it to be an ideal cut, and I think that that makes it really sparkle and catch the light really nicely. And overall, these are just an incredible staple piece in any classic woman's jewelry collection. I bought these off of Blue Nile, which is an online retailer, and it's wonderful because you can really choose exactly what kind of diamond you want. You can put in all of your specifications and choose from a number of vendors to get the price or the quality of diamond that you want specifically. This setting in particular also comes with a security backing, which is really great. You have to squeeze in order to move that little tiny backing post. And overall, absolutely love them. Highly recommend Blue Nile if you are looking for a really classic pair of diamond studs. And the very last piece that I have to share with you guys today is another diamond stud. And these ones are pretty similar to the first ones, except that they are quite a bit smaller. I am wearing it right now in this ear, and if you compare it to the one that I just wore, these ones definitely are quite a bit smaller. Honestly, I don't know the exact size of them, but I do know that they are 4 prongs and they're pretty teeny. I want to say they might be 0.05 carat each. These ones are from Blue Nile, and they were actually a gift with purchase when my fiance purchased my engagement ring, which I was so excited about. I really wanted another pair of very small, dainty diamond earrings that I could wear if I'm going to the pool or just more of an everyday basis, and I wouldn't have to worry about losing or damaging my other earrings that are a bit bigger and quite a bit more expensive than these ones. So these ones, again, I think are super, super classic and wonderful for the person who just wants something really, really dainty, or even if you have a very small earlobe, these are great for that as well. But there you have it. That is it for my fine jewelry collection. If you enjoyed this video, once again, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you are not already. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.